This film reflects cultural celebrations in Ghana. So you're welcome to take this journey into the culture of the Akans in Ghana. We're now at the Krokrobite resort, where they have the Academy of African Arts and Sciences. And as you can see that you have the dance performances, and you have various people that come there, and you can see that there's a mixture of people. There's African Americans, there's the native Ghanaians, and there's Europeans there, because every Sunday this is a place where some of the really extraordinary dance and drumming and is presented. And this is the talking drum. You see the artist playing here, a very popular drum that communicates and sends messages, and the sounds that come out of it sounds like people are speaking rapidly. This is a folkloric dance. As you can see, the young people dancing the traditional folkloric dances, and they also have a great time doing this. And you can see the energy and the spirit that comes with the dances and the drummers. This is still at Krokrobite, and here you have some of the drummers from the Muslim community. As you can see with some of the hats they wear and the garments, the bata kari, that comes from northern Ghana, which is predominantly Muslim in the north, the houses and others. But as you can see that in spite of the differences of religion or Christianity or Islam or traditional African beliefs, that what keeps them all together, what glues them, is the culture, the drum. And here we're in the town of Aburi. Aburi is in the Akwapiam area of Ghana, and we're at a funeral. And here, the lady in the black and the red is Nana Bachwe, Ose Bachwe Yadon, and she is a chief, the first female chief in the Akwapiam area. She was formerly a queen mother until the elders selected her as the chief when the chief died. And as we know that the queen mother usually selects the chief out of several candidates, and in this case they wanted her to be the leader. So this is the first time that this has happened.
And to the whole group, sincere thanks from the Queen Mother and Chief of Adomrobe, where John is at stake. The whole thing is that we are all the same people. So the bereavement here does not belong to only the people here, but you also. Because if you really look at it, we are all blacks, and then besides, John and himself live in the same place. So
blowing the ram's horn.
Not go only to John, but you also for participating in this unique, on this unique occasion of bereavement. So sincere thanks from her. And
this is again at a funeral in Aburi, and here we have one of the queen mothers who are dancing. All the chiefs dance, and the various people of the council, they all dance, and the people dance, and the visitors dance, and this is giving praise and to God and to people, and the movement of the hands is like a language. When they dance this way and they give the message, the people raise their hands in somewhat like a peace sign. Here we have one of the African-American visitors being taught. It appears that they're dancing the Ajua. And this is the people who are there for the bereavement. Again, an African-American who's being taught how to dance and give the message to the people. Again, another African-American trainee. And here we're taken to the village, the traditional village of Adomrobe. It's in the Akwapiam area. And this is an installment that you're going to see. The installment of an African-American, Louis Matthews. Louis Matthews in the village of Adomrobe in 1990 was installed as a Jasahini. And a Jasahini is like an elder in the village. And they've put white powder on him, and they've taken off his shirt, and the young men of the village will carry him through the village and display him. They will carry him on their shoulders with the drums pounding. And the people joining in this celebration installment of Lou Matthews to position of Jasahini, elder. Installment is a ceremony that you install a chief, a queen mother, or any of the different positions in the chief's council. In order to get these positions, you have to go through an installment. There's a ceremony. You are sat on the stool 3 times, and your maid is some loosely called a chief. But in actuality, there's a position for everyone on the council, and there's only one chief. There are various positions. It's like a cabinet. It's like a government, cultural government, that is older than the civilian government of Ghana and many other Western nations. And you can see that people are just enjoying it. Adamprobe is a village that the people are so spirited. You know, it's a traditional village with no electricity and no running water, so no technology. But these people have been there for centuries, and they're very warm people. And these celebrations brings excitement to the community. And he's put in the ritual spot. And here's the sacrifice. They have a sheep, and they're spilling the blood of the sheep. They've slaughtered the sheep, and they're spilling the blood of the sheep on the feet of Louis Matthews, because that is one of the procedures, that the blood must be spilled. To make a chief, to make someone in the council, you must spill the blood of the sheep on their feet, and they have done it. There are many procedures and customs with this installment, and this is one of them. And the people had witnessed this installment of Louis Matthews' Jasahini, of the village of Adamprobe, Kwake, Abu, Ghana. The drummers drum and announcing to the community that this installment is taking place. Come witness. Jasahini Matthews dances from his position. And here you have the Ochame of the village of Adambrobe. The Ochame is responsible for many of the rituals and the rites, and he leads them, and he trains others to become Ochames, and he dances. The Akan, gestures and language. All of the elders in the council, including the chief, dances for the people. No matter how old, they dance. Here the Ochame is pouring libation. Of course, the Ochame in the green. And all the young men that participate in this libation. And an elder lady, as you see. And now the Ochame, he is giving praise to God and to the ancestors, and he pours libation on the ground for this installment. And you see Brother Matthews behind him there. A lot of the sheep is on the ground, and he pours libation to the gods and the ancestors. To bless this installment. What is used is snaps, they call it, in the green bottle there, that the young man is holding right next to the Ochame in the green, and this is some gin that is made in Ghana. In the older traditional days, they didn't use this, and they used palm wine and water. But with the advent of colonialism, this gin was, the practice of using this was picked up. However, the palm wine, if left to ferment, will produce what they call apetishi, which is a local drink, pretty strong, like in the South they made the moonshine. We are here in the village of Aburi again on another occasion, and this is the welcoming of one of the honorary chiefs of Adambrobe, Asafahene Osekwabna II, also known as John Watusi Branch, the executive director of the African Poetry Theater. And every time one of the chiefs return, to the village, and particularly bringing visitors, there is a welcoming celebration. And this is usually an annual event that Nana Ose Kwabna had been installed in 1986 in the village of Adamrobe, after being initiated a year earlier, 1985. And you can see there with the red umbrella. And they're pouring libation, some of the young men, these asafos. The Safahini is like a general of the troops. And that is one of the positions of John Watusi branch, Safahini in the village. And he's also in Kobia, advisor to the king of the Akwapians in Akwapong, which the Omahini is the leader of all of the Akwapians. And Adambrobe is a village within Akwapian, that he is the Safahini. And now here you have the Ochame again. He's the main official to handle these ceremonies. And here, this stone here with the pot on the top is a shrine in the center of the village, and the Ochame is pouring libation for the return of the son of the village, Osekwame. That gentleman is Kwame Bandelli from Chicago, Illinois, who is on one of the trips, the Journey to the Motherland trips that the African Poetry Theater conducts. The entourage moves through the village and reaches the entrance to the palace of the chief, of the new chief, Nanabachi Yadon. The entrance way is to the palace of Nana Ose Bachi Yadon. The libation is poured. You saw before a woman come out and pour water, and that is a symbol too. And usually when a visitor comes to the house of a Kwapi Manakan, they're offered water. The first thing they give it is water to quench the thirst of the traveler. Again, the Ochame pours libation at another important place in the village. It's the house of the former chief who passed, Nana Kwakwa Sampong, who installed John Watusi branch in 1986. Still in the village of Adambrobe. And at another important location in the village, libation is poured. We visit the homes of the certain ancestors of the village to pour libation, to say that this son has returned and he's brought visitors. And the entourage enters the Durbar grounds. The Durbar is the ceremonial grounds. And Nano Say Kwabna and his entourage, and they're waving to all of the people awaiting the presentation. Nano Say sits. And you have the sheep there that will be sacrificed. And the gentleman there with the two drums is the village's master drummer. He's the leader of all the drummers. He comes from a family of drummers. Playing the from tom, from. And here, Kwame Bendele, he's an excellent linguist. He's learned many languages, including Tree. And the people were so impressed with his knowledge of Tree that they gave him a primary initiation into the Ochame tradition. Ochames are the ones who carry the culture, who do the celebrations, who are masters at the language. And so he's went through his primary stage of initiation in the village as Ochame. And so he returned to spill the blood on his feet, but he certainly can use the title, if you like, Ochame Kwame Bendele. Here again, libation is poured. There was sacrifice on the rock. And here you see the sheep is being sacrificed. On this particular rock, the shrine in the Durbar grounds. And as we mentioned, everyone dances, particularly the old people. They show the young how to speak the language of the body. And this is an elder in the village. And he's also the keeper of the black stool, the clan stool. The clan is the people who belong, who's connected to the stool are many, and they come from Ashanti land, and they come from many places, and they all connected to this black stool, which is connected to the ancestors. And this black stool is kept in a special stool room, and this man is the keeper of the black stool, the elder. And he communicates with the people. See him in his orange robe, which they call the cloth. Wear the cloth. This is what you drape over your body. One piece. Nano Say is dancing in the tradition of the chiefs. John Watusi Branch, director of the African Portrait Theater. And I will say Kwabna in a second. Brother Kwame is, he's also dancing. Everyone must dance. All the visitors, there's another visitor dancing. And at this part of the the ceremony, we have the assemblyman there, who's a political person in the village, and he's reading the proclamation in the program, introducing John Watusi Branch Nanose and his entourage from the States. And there are some of the people from the States there, and the assemblyman is talking in the language of Chi and talking about the work that the African Portrait Theater has done in the village, and that they're bringing of school supplies, the bringing of medical supplies, and now the new venture, the establishment of electrical sources, power in the village, which the African Portrait Theater has taken it upon them, the direction of John Watusi Branch to bring to the village. John Watusi Branch, Dana Ose.
In memory of Nana Sampong, the late Nana Sampong. I bring also greetings from your new chief, Nana Bachwa Yadon, and greetings from your sisters and brothers in America. Greetings to the village of Adam Grobe. And I bring some new people to the village, our brothers and sisters here from America. Let's give them a hand. Even though you're here in America, we are one people, African people. And this village has become home to me, and I hope that others who come here will be a part of this village and help this village and help the children of this village, because it's so important to help our children that they can become educated, they can become strong and healthy. And in the past, we've tried to help the schools and bring school supplies. We will try to bring more and medical supplies, and we have a few things to give you this time. And
the people of Adam Grove.
The #1 project in Adam Grove now is electrification. As the assemblyman said, we want to bring electricity to Adam Grove.
This village, this is a village of about 1,100 people. Actually, it's much, the population much bigger than it may appear. A lot of them are in the fields.
Today, we bring the first stage of that help. And we hope, with the help of our new visitors here to the village and others, that we will be able to bring maybe 1 more million CDs by the end of the year. And soon we can, Adam Grove can look for electricity very soon.
And we move to this scene with the clanging of the bell, the opening of Ojira. And this part which was filmed in 1996, Ojira celebration. And there's John Watusi Branch, Osei Kwabna II, being greeted by Ochame and some of the chiefs. John Watusi Branch in the dress. And there's Nana Osei Bachi Yadom, the chief of Adam Grove. And this is the public opening of the Ojira, which is a week-long celebration, the African New Year celebration. And here we see Nana Bachi Yadom, the chief, and her Ankobia advisor, John Watusi Branch, coming for the tribute to the ancestors. The Ojira had opened the night before with a midnight opening, and today, which is the second day, the more public celebration is one to the ancestors. This day is dedicated to the ancestors. We have some of the chiefs gathering. Sacrifice was done. And the women are preparing food. This food is not to be eaten by the living. This is food being prepared for the ancestors. All during this particular ceremony. And they're skinning the the sheep that had just been sacrificed, which we didn't see at this day. And there is the Ochami again with the pole in his hand, which represents the Asachari clan. And he's pouring the libation over the stick. It's another symbol. And here, the libation is done again where everyone participates in it, and they take a sip and pour the rest on the ground to the ancestors. And where they were was one of the homes of the ancestors of this village who settled this village hundreds of years before. And here we're in the chief's welcoming parlor. And again, we're pouring libation. It'll be very interesting, these all these libations in one day and sipping of this these snaps, this gin. And in this part here, Nana Bachwe, she's explaining the relationship with John Watusi branch, Nanose, Kwabna, and the village, and they will be discussing the meaning of Ojira, the African New Year celebration or Yam Festival.
Always happy to be in Adambourg. This is my home. I've been coming for many years here. I've been bringing people here in presence to try to help Adambourg in. Now this time is a special time because this is my first Ujira. So
now one of the other Chamis, he's explaining the meaning of this celebration of Jira.
And today he's celebrating his Ujra. He starts first before the Nanas comes. So today he's celebrating his Ujra. At the same time, today we are mourning for those who died during the year, including Maria I hope you know him. He was with Nana. Yeah. One of the chiefs, some chiefs, yeah. He's good because he died after last year's funeral. Yeah. So after today, tomorrow, in the evening, Nana will also start lighting this thing for the 7 or, okay, 7 is 2. We'll be giving food by giving goats and all others, yeah. Then we prepare eating of yam. That will be on Thursday. Then after Thursday, we start the Deba on Friday. And the great Deba to be in the evening. And so after the Deba, then we sit down to talk. Or if some people, some have what we call funeral, this thing, they can be doing them on Saturday. You see, but during the week, what you can do is only today. What we are celebrating, we are enjoying. You can't do any other thing. Morning or that will be, that's why we're taking 1 day for morning. After that, we enjoy it till Friday. After Friday, if you have something to see, then you meet your family and read. That's the day family people, they meet.
And also this time is the time also, as we said, on Saturday, during that time, or even if somebody is
yeah, engagement and all that.
you can meet with them, you can ask for the hand of the prayer during that time. So it's also a family, it's a social event of
Audios, fruits, they enjoy. And Sunday too, we attend
Another scene, this is the night vigil.
Light the logs, the fire, and it will be a night vigil. And in the morning, another ceremony. So we will be here the night. We'll all sleep in the village for this day of Ojira and Adam Brobe, Kwapin, Ghana.
There's Nana Bachi Yadom, the chief of Adabrobe. And that is her mother. And she is the big mother of all. She's the mother of the clan. They call her Sissy. 95 years old.
Chiefs are right. The night vigil.
They call her the old lady, and there's nothing offensive about that, because to be called that is something of honor. So they all refer to her as the old lady.
So Nana, tell me again. he could be a part of the official council. Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Sitting on his stool. Comfortable.
So what is his name? So, do they call him Nana? No. Oh, Sofa. Saba. Okay. I'll say. Okay.
Chiefs are entering the palace grounds. Speaking the language with the hands, feet, and the body. Can't make it out, but there's John Watusi Branch dancing. Not old sea, Wabna. And this is food and drink prepared for the ancestors. And the burning of the log, it's a tradition. These logs will burn. They light these logs at night, this particular night, and these logs will burn for 1 week. When all is completed, all the jira is completed, the logs they will continue to stroke this fire.
Continue the celebration.
And here they're sacrificing a chicken. These sacrifices are not familiar to Western culture, and Western culture sometimes frowned upon them. But these are the traditions that continues on and on with the people of Africa. Whether they're Muslims or Christians or traditionalists, these sacrifices continue.
For 1 week.
For 1 week.
This fire will be there for a week.
For 1 week.
It will be there till Nana moves from this place. From tomorrow, Nana will be sleeping here till Thursday. She will sleep with a stool for 1 week. And it will give her powers. You see? It will protect her throughout the week, throughout the year. You see? So next year she comes to renew it. She will sleep there again. By the time she will be there, the fire will also keep burning for a week. That very day she will leave the place. They will quench the fire. Either it will go by itself, or if it's not gone yet, they will put it off. That's for a week. Thursday to the next Thursday. Then the occasion is finished. Nothing more. Then she goes back to Aburi. Yeah.
That's it.
That is it.
This man in the yellow and brown cloth is Jasa Hine. He's one of the elders of the village. There's Nanabachi being fanned by one of our attendants. This is another day of Rojira. It's Sissi, the elder. And it rained and rained and rained. It rained in torrents that day. Just for a while, and it cleared up. And everything continued, even through the rain. And this day, the elders would feed the houses of the founders, the ancestors of this village. And there's the sheep. And there's Ochami with his stick. His staff, which represents the Asachari clan. And there's John Watusi Branch again in his cloth today. Nana Ose Kwabna II, sitting next to the chief, Nana Bachi Ose Bachi Yadom, and the chiefs all around them. And the chief drummer, from drums. And the food there is going to be, that food is for the ancestors. Yam, eggs, schnapps, various other food items. And Kojo dances. Jasahine, through his gestures, are calling the spirit and give notice to the drummers. He dances the likeness dance. Nana dances. Look at Nana dance. Nana Ose Bachi Yado. The second. Adaburi. Wabi. Aburi. Aquapo. look at Nana dance. This time when they're pouring libation, the Ochami, the chief Ochami, he's pouring the libation with palm wine. Comes out of the palm tree and pouring it out of the calabash. We're still at the same day. This is the day of the feeding of the ancestors, the day that it rained, and the Ochami is now dancing. Brother of the deceased chief. Dances again with all of her chiefs, encouraging her on her entourage of the women. And the main Ochame and some attendants are now entering the schoolhouse for consultation with the ancestors. They'll be met by some of the elders in the schoolhouse. It's a place where only the chiefs and elders can go. Here's some of the food that is being offered to the ancestors today for today's program. Specially prepared by certain women. Only certain women can prepare this food for the ancestors. And this food is going to be taken by the Ochame to each of the 7 clan houses, the 7 houses that the originators of this land come from. It's part of Akwapian. So now they're visiting. They will visit each compound, and they will feed the ancestors at each of the compounds. This is the particular ritual for this day. Ochame throw some to the ground in front of the compound. One of the 7 compounds of the Osachari clan of Adamrobe. These are the ancestors of this village. Blow the ram's horn, beat the drum, pour libation, and feed the ancestors. Shrine in the middle of the village, the main shrine. And here we are at the final day, the final public day, that is, at the Durbar. And you see some of the Safo, the young warriors, they will have the grass on them, the camouflage. They will come in to greet the chief and the chief's entourage, and we are now beginning the procession into the village. We were at a house on the outskirts of the village, one of Nana Osebachi, the chief's house is just outside of the village. And now the procession is moving into the village, where we parade around the village, and everyone will know that the Durbar is about to begin, and we will lead everyone into the Durbar grounds and meet those who are already assembled there for the grand celebration. And you can see the Queen Mothers in front of Nana. Nana is in her gold and her splendor, and John Watusi branch, Nana Ose Kwabna behind her in this kente, and there are other chiefs involved in this, and there will be chiefs that will meet us at the Durbar grounds for the grand final public day Durbar, the gathering of the chiefs and the gathering of the people. shafos with the talking drums. And there's nothing. And also there's one of the chiefs, Adam Brobe. He is actually the sub-chief under Nana. But Nana is not there all the time. She's sometimes she lives in the U.S. in Queens, in Flushing, half of the year, and then half of the year she's there presiding. And this chief here officiates when she's not there. He is a member of one of the royal families. In order to make a chief or a queen mother, you must come from one of these founding families. And so there's 7 clans, there's 7 families within the Asachari clan, actually. And the leadership always comes from these families. They're elected. The candidates are given from each family, and they're selected by the queen mother, who's to be the chief. The queen mother is selected by the elders of all the clans, of all the families. The people are gathered here for the Grand Durbar, waiting for the Grand Durbar to commence, and waiting for the entourage to enter the Durbar grounds. And there's the young Kamfo, the elder. And we have the elder, the Jasahini, in his splendid kente today. The priest, the Akamfo, is dancing. Jami. As you can see, Nana dress has changed in the course of it all, which is a part of the customary rites. The women gather around her with cloth, and she changes. So she changed in midstream there. She entered the village in one cloth. She comes out of the entourage with another cloth as she enters the Durbar grounds. She takes her chair, her seat of authority, as the chief, leader of Adambubi, Akwapi, Ghana. large gathering, the last day for the Durban. And we have the Jasahini, the elder. He's also the chairman of the Durban, and he has selected John Watusi Branch as the co-chairman of this year's Durban. For the people and for the chief and all of the chiefs' entourage, the various chiefs and people of authority on the council to officiate, to give notice to this day. And this is one of the visiting chiefs from Hungary. Also a person of authority, an elder. He's conveying his message to the people, to the ancestors, to the chief. Chiefs are gathered at the foot of Nana. And this gentleman, one of the diminutive ones, is a great dancer, speaks the language through the body and the hands and the legs very well. He's very well known. He's conveying his message to the ancestors, to the people, and to Nana. Chief. Greets Nana to the cheers of the people. And here we have the minister. Many of the people are Christians in Ghana, the vast majority. And so you have the ministers. He's going to be making an appeal for contribution to the electrical fund. But here you have the children and their welcoming dance. Oh, it's a grand and colorful gathering, these Durbans. Very exciting. The children are performing for everyone. Justin Henney is making his announcement. He is the chairman of the Ojira for this year. And he is welcoming John Watusi Branch, Nana Ose Kwabna, because he is the co-chair for this year's Ojira 1996 in Abercrombie. Ladies, Nana Ose Bachi Yadong II addresses her people in the village of Abercrombie. And she talks about the importance of Ojira. And she also talks about the collaboration with Nana Ose Kwabna, John Watusi Branch, and others. And expresses the importance of this coming together, culture, property, counts. Nana's giving praises to Nana Osei Kwabena, John Watusi branch, for his work with the village over the years and his contribution, and for other African Americans who have helped the village, and that he is here for Ojira is an important coming together and connection between those in Ghana and those in the U.S. Of African heritage. Jefferson Henry congratulates John Watusi branch and some of the others in attendance. And the Reverend, the minister, is appealing to the people to make contributions toward the electrical development of the village. That Nana Osei Kwabena John Watusi branch and the African Americans have made great contributions, and the people themselves should make contributions towards this project. And they're raising money now, the old-fashioned church way in the village. And as the music plays and the people come up to make their contributions, they're dancing right up to the collection basket. Here's a little one who's giving something.
And we are happy that last year, about a year and a half ago, we started the electrical fund with 1 million CDs, and we want to say that by February of 97 of this year coming, we will contribute another 2 million CDs. Hallelujah! And so at the birthday we'll have lights and computers and everything. And once again, your brother from America is happy to be here at Ojira because culture is important. For me being here at this wonderful Ojira.
This scene takes us to the tomb of W.E.B. Du Bois. There's a wreath from Maya Angelou, one from Shabba Ranks, and this is a tomb in Ghana. It actually was the residence of W.E.B. Du Bois, who died in Ghana. And this is a tomb, and this over there to the left is the ashes of his wife. And many people visit this place, and they leave these wreaths on his tomb, the great Pan-Africanist. Some of the visitors, the African-American visitors. The ashes of Mr. Boy is a Negro. Nkrumah Memorial Park, a fantastic place. It's a beautiful park, and there's also there's a tomb inside of that monument there, and there's also is a library behind it. And here you're seeing the Shariana, who's the wife of Haley, the one who made Sankofa, the film Sankofa. She's filming, making a film concerning the expatriates, the African Americans who had moved to Ghana and those who visit Ghana. And she has Watusi branch group is the subject of that. There's the statue of the great Pan-African leader, Kwame Nkrumah, first president of Ghana. In a beautiful park, you see the fountains with the chiefs blowing water out of the ram's horn. Very beautiful park. And here we're at the Kwesi Adai Festival here, where you see the big umbrella here and the chiefs dancing. This is in Akropong, which is the capital of the Akwapiam, and the king of the Akwapiam, the Omahene, Osodeo Adodankwa III. And here you see the young people also dancing. If you notice the young people, the cloth is not up on their shoulders. They have to tie it around their waist because they are not elders. They're not chief. They're not elders. You see how they dance the dance. Here's another one here. He's getting ready to communicate with the people. He sits at the feet of the chief there. He's probably, he has the cloth on him. He's probably like one of the younger ones who have been in school, and that he will grow up in a house to train. And many chiefs and queen mothers gathered here.
What did you say?
We have a lot of the youth.
Yeah.
Another youngster.
It doesn't make sense when you see the older ones. Right.
learn very early to dance and speak with their hands and their feet and their body movements. You see the elders raise their hands, V-shaped sign, the sign of approval. He has done well. And here's Nana. This is the OMAR, the king of the Akwapi people. Many of the chiefs of the villages and towns come under him. Osodeo out of Dankwa, third, OMAR, the king of the Akwapi. And Nana dances. Look at Nana dance. Look at Nana as he swirls his cloth. And here we are at the slave dungeons of the Cape Coast Castle.
They'll be in this room for about either 6 weeks or 12 weeks. Normally, the ship arrives every 6 or 12 weeks to load them. So they'll be here. Even 1 year the ship hasn't come, you'll be in this room. But it's just once or twice in a week. Then they bring them outside to the court. This is a courtyard for some fresh air and some exercise. If you die, they just remove you, either bury you somewhere or just bring you to the sea. So during the time of slave trade, this was the place they were keeping the men before they shipped them to the Caribbean and America. Okay, now it's inside.
This is in the Cape Coast area of Ghana, where the slave trade had its center. And this is one of the many slave castles and forts in Ghana. Cape Coast Castle. This is where the film Sankofa, a lot of it was shot.
But as I said, there was no light here. As you see some few light here, there was no light. Put that darkness. But you have a lot of these small windows on the walls. That's the only source of ventilation and for sunlight. See. And then there's no record about the number who were here. Because they'll be getting people every day. So you don't know what is going on all the time. You don't know. But I know that they were cutting here. See. So the darkness, if I put a light, it is very dark. And imagine you'll be here for either 6 weeks or 12 weeks. See. But just once or twice a week, then they send them outside to see sunlight and then for fresh air. Well, there's a gutter here. This room, there was a gutter here. This gutter is for the urine. See, the gutter there is just for the urine. See, if you want to urine, just go this room here, just drink in the gutter there and drain through them right down to the sea. The same place, they put some containers. See, so that if you want to go to the toilet, they just read in the container to collect them. So they do everything here. But you have two types of slaves. You have the commercial slaves and then domestic slaves. You see, those who were here were the commercial, see, ready to be shipped. But the domestic, they were the servants. They were called the castle servants. Those people, they have been coming here with oil lamps because there was no light to feed them and also to check if somebody is there. They just remove the person. So either you die here or you survive here. Two things. Okay, you go down here. They came in through here.